Okay, so the chapters have come out early, but before we begin, I got two announcements. One, I just did a live reaction to the latest chapter of Toriko, and, well, let's just say he was not ready. And two, since I was tagged by Bonkai922, I did a tag video of doing various poses from JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. Alright, so chapters have come out early, so let's get started with Naruto. Hey guys, LunarSpawn27 here, bringing you Naruto chapter 685, Everything I've Got. So the chapter begins with Kakashi looking worried because he just saw Naruto being teleported over at one of the dimensions and was already defeated. Whether Kakashi knew that the Naruto was killed was a real one or a fake one, well, that is up to you guys, but I hope that Kakashi knew that that was a clone. Otherwise, that would just make Kakashi look stupid. Meanwhile, at the core dimension, Sakura and Obito are there, and Sakura declares that she's got to step it up and take the lead, and hopefully do this at least as well as Naruto. And we get confirmation that the Naruto that was killed was a shadow clone, as we see the remains of Naruto disappear in a poof of smoke. Honestly, I'm not surprised with this, although I thought the body was going to instantly disappear in a puff of smoke, but I guess it took a little longer than expected. So we then get 4 pages of flashbacks. I'm not kidding, it's 4 pages of flashbacks of recapping what happened in the previous chapter, but all in the point of view of the Naruto shadow clone that was with Obito and Sakura. So it turns out that when the real Naruto tried to chase Kaguya right through the portal, he was too slow as the portal closed on him. But before that could happen, Obito used his Kamui to teleport himself, the Naruto clone, and Sakura into the dimension following Kaguya. And by the time that Kaguya and Black Zetsu noticed them, the Naruto clone was going to draw her attention away from them so that Sakura and Obito can hide. As they do so, using Kamui to teleport themselves away. Now, I didn't mind the flashback, but my problem is that it was longer than it needed to be. It was 4 pages, and there were scenes shown in the flashback that weren't really necessary. I mean, it's basically like recapping what happened in the previous chapter, which there's no need for it because we already know what happened in the previous chapter. To me, I felt like the flashback could have been at least a page or half a page. So now the real Naruto and his army of shadow clones have to deal with Kaguya, at least keep her busy so she wouldn't go back to the other dimension. Meanwhile, at the core dimension, Sakura and Obito begin their search for Sasuke as Sakura transfers her chakra to Obito, markings of the Mitonic Regeneration Jutsu also appearing on his body. With the chakra boost, Obito uses his Kamui ability to create an opening between the core dimension and another dimension. The dimensions apparently are far away from the core dimension, so this takes a lot of strain on Obito as his eye starts to bleed. You know, for a minute there, I really thought that he was going to use Amaterasu, but then again I remembered that Obito has never used Amaterasu, let alone Susanoo or Tsukiyomi ever, even though he has the Mangekyo Sharingan. So yeah, what's the deal with that? So the dimension that they opened to was the same place that they were before, Lava Land, and obviously Sasuke is not there. So they keep on going even though Obito's body is starting to feel the strain and exhaustion. Meanwhile, back in Ice World, a couple of the shadow clones get taken down by Kaguya somehow, as Black Zetsu advises Kaguya to not carelessly create openings, saying that he is getting closer to Sasuke, which I'm assuming he was referring to Obito. But Kaguya was aware of that already, as she is also aware that the Naruto that has the Gudodama attached to his back is the real Naruto, as she flies towards him, but we cut back to Sasuke in the desert, as he is trying to find the location of where he felt Naruto's chakra. So apparently Naruto and Sasuke can still sense each other even though they are in 2 different worlds. Literally, in 2 different worlds, 2 different dimensions. Back with Sakura and Obito, another portal was opened to a dimension that we've never seen before, and that dimension has a sea of acid. You mean to tell me that there's a dimension, a sea world made out of acid? Why is there a dimension with a sea of acid? That doesn't make a lot of... You know, why am I even questioning this? I mean, there's a dimension where there's lava. Anyway, the sea then starts to leak out through the portal as Sakura and Obito move out of the way to the nearest high hilltops. However, some of the acid does splash onto Sakura's shinobi outfit as she removes her vest and the sleeve that touched the acid. Apparently, the sea of acid is so strong that Sakura's arm was burned and she had to deactivate her mitonic regeneration. I guess it's because of all that chakra that she gave to Obito or something, which I think is the reason why Sakura didn't use mitonic regeneration to heal her burns. And speaking of Obito, he now has blood coming out from both of his eyes. That's a first for an Uchiha. Obito, being concerned over her, says that they should take a break until she heals her wounds, but Sakura refuses, saying that they can't ruin the chance that Naruto's given them, so they're gonna keep on going. Well, you know what they say, third time's the charm, as Obito attempts the Kamui one more time as the portal opens to the desert world that Sasuke is in. Sakura shouts at Sasuke, telling him to come this way, and hearing Sakura, he starts to run towards the portal. However, because Obito has been pushed to his limit, the portal starts to slowly close. However, Sakura, not giving up, tries to put in every ounce of chakra that she has onto Obito's body, yelling out a Shanaro. It's been a while since we've heard her say that. The portal reopens slightly, but because they are both pushed to their limits, it's still not enough as they succumb to the exhaustion and strain as the portal closes. And now, at first, I thought this was the final page of the chapter. It seemed like that they failed to save Sasuke, but no, that's not the final page, because in the next page, Sasuke appears right behind Sakura as she was about to pass out and fall to the ground. Now, how did Sasuke manage to get to the other side? We actually get an actual explanation of Sasuke's Rinnegan ability. Now, we assumed that it was some sort of teleportation technique, and it kinda is. Apparently, he can swap places in an instant from a distance, so he got there by switching places with Sakura's vest, and apparently there was a limit on exactly how far, so he had to get closer so that he could use the Rinnegan ability. So the chapter ends with Sakura's vest in the desert world as he says, "Thanks to you, I made it." So yeah, that is Naruto chapter 685. What I think, I thought this chapter was okay. The flashback, I did have a bit of a problem with it being longer than it should have been, but aside from that, it wasn't all too bad. Very little action this week, unless you count Kaguya beating up a couple of the Naruto shadow clones, and Kakashi is not doing anything at all. All he's doing is just watching. In fact, he only had like one panel in this entire chapter. I was really glad we got an explanation on Sasuke's Rinnegan ability, so he can apparently switch places with anything depending on how far he is from them. It makes sense considering from what we saw in the previous chapters when Sasuke demonstrated this ability. I gotta give kudos to Obito and Sakura for their efforts on saving Sasuke, and it all worked out. I like the fact that Sakura was refusing to give up and was willing to keep on going, even when she was burned by the sea of acid. But now that they've reunited with Sasuke, I can't help but feel like that Sakura's gonna revert back to her Sasuke couldn't mode. I hope that doesn't happen, because whenever Sakura focuses so much on Sasuke, it really pisses me off. Oh, and my thoughts on the whole Sasusaku moment, I don't give two shits really, because whenever Kishimoto does something that involves with either Naruto, Sakura, Sasuke, or Hinata, the fans go nuts. He always teases the fans and the pairing wars to the point where it gets so goddamn ridiculous. So unless this moment is gonna go anywhere, I'm just gonna call it as another tease courtesy of Kishimoto. I mean, seriously, Kishimoto has done this so many times where I stopped caring on who ends up with who at this point. The only pairing I currently support is Shikamaru / Tamari. Now, just because I said I don't care about the pairings, that doesn't mean I hate any of the pairings. I only like the ones that make sense to me. But if you have a favorite pairing, that's fine. You can keep supporting it like always. But keep in mind, sometimes these moments don't go anywhere. So please don't go over the top with this unless this is gonna go somewhere. But aside from that, I thought this chapter was okay overall. I mean, at least we got the story progressing a bit now that Sasuke has been free from that desert dimension. But since they want to get back to Ice World, I think Obito has enough power to teleport them once back to where Naruto's location is. So tell me guys, what do you think of this week's chapter of Naruto? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Do you think Sasusaku is canon? Personally, I don't care, but I'll let you guys think about it. Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to like the video if you like it and subscribe to more videos, and be sure to check out my Facebook fan page and Google+. So yeah, that is Naruto chapter 685. I'm Lunar Response 27, and I will see you guys later. Bye.